Hey guys, welcome to Hytale exclusive. I'm Demolition and welcome to our first Hytale breakdown. Today, I will be covering what we have learnt so far about Hytale's tool and stat system, including enchantments and attacks, the magic and the morphing systems for the adventure mode and servers. First off, just a disclaimer that these images are on early developments of Hytale and therefore are subject to change. This is where the generic settings will be learnt and adapted from in servers. It is the base of the game, and yet will be giving us a more complex system than just one weapon or armor piece increasing one statistic. We know that the armor will affect the style of combat that complements that armor. For instance, wearing heavy armor is common for a melee fighter. Therefore, this armor will complement their melee combat strength as well as their base armor and health. It is fair to also assume that wearing leather will increase your archery strength and robes will likewise increase magical strength. I just want a set of dragonhide armor with an incredible bow where I can rain down fire on my enemies. This isn't the only system that will be applied to our armor and weapons, however. There will also be enchantments that will enhance your equipment in unique ways and make them more exciting to obtain throughout your adventure. We have less information on the combat system. However, these enchantments may also change the way a weapon can be effective, with different types of attacks and stances, along with particle animations given to these weapons based on their enchantments and or special attacks. Whilst not confirmed, it is also likely armor will interact with more than just your base stats. For instance, think covering your face from a blizzard or sandstorm with certain equipable items like goggles, or having to wear light clothes in the desert within the howling sand zone, or you will have your stamina impacted. Zone 5 will also be known as the lightning zone, so maybe not being a soldier with metal armor will be the way to traverse this zone. Why wear the best armor and risk electrocution when you can put on wooden armor you haven't worn since the start of the adventure? It's not like there will be monsters also trying to kill you, surely. We know very little about the magic system. There's books and staffs that will allow you to use magic, or at least the base attacks of these weapons. Will it be like RuneScape, where you need runes and knowledge to do more than just these basic attacks given by the weapon? Being a mage may also provide the most utility out of combat, in terms of resurrection, teleporting, and maybe allowing you to enchant the Quebex armor to resist fire. We also do not know if the armor provides resistances to magic. Maybe you just need more health and enchantments on your armor. We can also see more slots in the player's inventory dedicated not to armor, but to something more miscellaneous, possibly runes, capes, or rings of power. There is so much we do not know about the magic system, and so I will not speculate any further. However, a whole video will be dedicated to just this when we learn more. We are yet to see whether character customization will affect your stats. In adventure mode, I believe this won't be the case, and you will just be playing as a human where your stats will only be affected by the equipment you find in the world. However, I hope I'm wrong and later in the game you may begin to change by hanging around other races, or by drinking certain potions. Outside of adventure mode, within servers and minigames, Hytale will be flexible to customizability. There will be many ways that servers will be able to mess with a player's attacks, stats, and enchantments, the greatest possibly being the morphing system. This is where you will be able to play as a heavy trolk or a nimble elf with varying traits along with new sets of weapons and armor that cannot be held or worn by a mere human. I honestly just want a minigame where you can play as Quebex with an imposter lighting fires all around the village. Hytale's own minigames will probably be quite base and balanced, and won't deviate from the adventure mode's armor and weapon system too much. There is still so much to be revealed about the combat of Hytale, and hopefully this will be brought to light sometime in the next few months. I will cover this when the blog comes out, and in the meantime, continue to cover anything new being revealed about Hytale. So hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date with all things Hytale. That's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for postcards of Orbis being posted every Saturday.